Hello, STEM Academy. Welcome to the Spring 2021 class project intro. I'm going to give you all some details on it, make sure you know how to use the documents that we're sharing with you. It's obviously going to be a whole different situation this year because we're running through all of this virtually, but I want to make sure you know where things are, what's going to be shared with you, where to find stuff, and how to use these documents, okay? So you're going to get two. This is the class project details. So this will be shared with everyone in the STEM Academy here. And you'll see on there that we've got a bunch of things listed, and I'm going to go through each of these to make sure you understand what's happening. You will also get a copy of this. This is the Master Spreadsheet. Please note down here there are freshman, sophomore, and junior project information listed. There are tabs for each one. And so I'm going to hit those. Those are the big things to start us off. As you get going through this right here, welcome right to the class project, spring of 2021. There are going to be some big documents that are necessary for you to know where they are and how they work, but this video will be provided to you and will be shared right here as well with this document to make sure that you can revisit it if you need to look back at this stuff. Now, a note to make sure you know this, you do need to copy all documents as you are going through this. Most of these links will make you force copy, so as soon as you click on the link, it'll make you make a copy before you can even view it. And I'll show you what that looks like as we get there. But I want to make sure that if it's not the case there, make sure you make a copy, and we've already set up folders for you, and you'll just save all of your stuff in those folders as a group, okay? So first, the master spreadsheet is linked right here. I'm going to jump over to that in a sec and make sure you see what's going on there. So first, this is what that looks like. When you go to look for what group you're in, go to the tab for your class. I am one of the mentors here, so I'm going to show you how I would find myself. So I would do a Control F, and then when this find little box shows up here, I'm going to type in Barry, and notice it highlighted a bunch, and then as I continue to type in that name, it goes right here and it says, boom, Barry, that's the name you're looking for right there. All right? Now, I am the mentor for a couple different groups here in this one, and I'm a mentor for junior too, but that's irrelevant there. You'll see that you have your STEM mentor teacher here. They have a folder first, and then the groups assigned to them are listed here, and each of those groups also has its own folder. All right, and I'll get to topic options and all that in just a sec. But if I go to this folder that's Barry here, this is what I'm going to see inside of that. And this is what y'all will see also. And you can all view these folders for your STEM teacher mentors. Okay, so you'll be able to go here, you'll be able to view this, and you see the groups here. Now, each of these group folders will only be able to be used by those who are assigned to it. So if I look here real quick and go to the share settings for this, we'll note it's shared with just the people who are part of this group, okay, and myself as the mentor. All right, so that's going to be how these are all set up. You already have these set. You don't have to ask for this or anything else. They will be shared with you already. There are two other items in the teacher folders. One is the teacher slide. That's what you're looking at right here. And this will be really helpful for a couple things. One, I know some of you freshmen, you haven't had a chance to meet some of your STEM teachers really face-to-face yet, so a reminder of what they look like. If it's a teacher you haven't had for a class yet, at least you can kind of see who they are and get some info on them down here, right? So I'm Mr. Barry, I'm a science teacher, I'm the STEM Academy coordinator. Here's my email if you need it. I teach AP Physics in the STEM capstone course. Now right here, you're gonna see a link to a Google Meet. Ooh, excuse me. You'll see a link to a Google Meet. That is a Google Meet, and each of your STEM mentor teachers will have this set up. It's open from noon until 1 p.m. every weekday. This is a space for you to meet with your group, talk about the project, schedule a meeting to meet with your mentor, whatever else you might need. This is that space that's like your online virtual classroom for you to work on these projects, okay? Now, it is not expected that your STEM teachers are going to be in that every single day. All right, if you need that, then we go back to this folder and this meeting schedule here. Go to this email and note right here. There's a note here about emailing your teacher. Email your mentor teacher and say, hey, I would love to meet on this date. When they say no problem, then you can fill this in and say your group number, the topic, your project topic, who's going to be there, what's the date, what's the time, and then you can follow this up afterwards, okay? Your STEM mentor teachers are not expected to be there unless you email them and they confirm that they can be there. Otherwise, this Google Meet is just for you to meet as a group to talk about the project and work on the project, okay? So that's what we're looking at in this spreadsheet right here. Also, for those of you with topic options, so the sophomore class project, you'll have a couple options to pick from. The freshman class project, you have an assigned country for your topic, and the juniors, yours is very different. We'll get into the different projects coming up. From there, All right, so we've done that. We've done all this stuff. You'll end up making a student contact info document also. So you'll click on this, and this will force copy. And so that looks like this right here. It'll pop this screen up, and it'll say, do you want to make a copy of this? You'll say yes. You'll save this in your folder, okay? That will be then one of these. And this will be just for, so share it in your group folder, and then only your group members can share this and view this and see this. You'll put your info in here to share contact information with your group. So you'll be able to access the folders already. You've already been added to those. You'll share this information, whatever you're comfortable with, at least your name and email, but also whatever else other types of methods would work for you, when you're most comfortable meeting, so forth and so on, okay? And you'll share all this info with the rest of your group. And then you guys will have a document within your folder here, whatever group number you are, right? Junior 1, Sophomore 2, whatever it might be, you'll have contact info shared within your folder, okay? And so now we're at the point where we're going to look at your introduction for this class. And so this right here will take it, again, it will make you force copy, so it'll look like this. And it will take you to this big class project intro activity. And this is so you can kind of get to know your group members. This is very related to energy and sustainability, our academy themes. You're going to end up playing a game. It's a game put out by the EPA, and so I'll let you all read through this. You can read through the intro and everything, and I'll let you do that in your first meeting together. But you'll see here's kind of the outline of the game. You'll want to read that. There's an intro here where you'll go through and you'll fill out the intro as a group and answer your questions. And when you make this copy, you can just write it right on here, you know? You don't have to answer on a different document. This will be a copy that you've already made for yourself, so you can answer everything right on this document. All right? So from there, you'll go on, you'll play the game. And Miss Dorn and Miss Simpson were kind enough and put up with me for long enough to help me make this intro video that shows how to play the game. Okay, so you don't have to just worry about the directions here. You can watch this video real quick and see how you use the different team templates and the scorecard and all that stuff. All of that is explained here in this intro video. So check that out as a group. It'll show you how to play the game, and then you'll be able to play around all together. And you guys play the game here, and there's a couple follow-up questions as to why you did what you did, and that's your intro really as a group there. So this will be the first deadline that we will want to have done. And to jump back to this main document, that shows your major dates as well. So we'll want this completed by the 2nd, okay, by 3/2. And your STEM Academy mentor teachers, they'll check to make sure you're getting all that stuff done, okay? So these are the dates that are really important. And again, right here, that's your project info. Y'all can read that too. But make sure you're taking a look at that, you're sharing it in your designated Google Drive folder, and then it'll be good to go, and then it's shared with just your group. The 25th through the 18th is designated as project work time. So the meetings to get everything kicked off, the plan is for the 24th. You should see those coming up, and all that meeting information will be shared with you as well. But as soon as, the day after that, let's get rolling on this. So reach out to your group members, get everything scheduled. I'll show you in just a minute here a checklist of items to get done before we get rolling with everything, so I'll let you know that as well. But then the 18th will be the deadline there to get everything submitted and saved in your folders. And then the 25th through the 27th will be the Symposium website. That's when it'll be live and ready to roll, and we'll talk about that as that gets closer. Each of the class projects are linked down here, okay? And I'll show you those real quick as well. But if you look, the freshman class project, that will take you to this. I made a video that also explains just the freshman class project so that everybody else doesn't have to listen to that. So you can watch that video, and it explains what this document is and what you're going to be doing and all that good stuff. Same for the sophomore class video. There's an explanatory video right here that explains how the sophomore class project works and what this document is, and the juniors as well. So explanatory video right there. I'll meet with each class also. So we'll talk about the projects, the basic outlines, what all this means. But I want you to have that so you can look at that as you go through it. And then you have the document that explains it all also. Okay? So you should have everything you need to explain this. And it will be archived and saved so you can look back on it as necessary. And so real quick, our action items, the things that I need y'all to do as you get going here. First, find your group. So use that master spreadsheet, hit Control F, find your name, and email me immediately, please, sbarry, B-A-R-R-Y, if you can't find your name on it, all right? I've got everybody on there per our full roster, but if you can't find your name, let me know quickly. Check your folder next. Before you do anything else, check your folder, okay? If you do not see the student contact info form in there, then make one and put it in there and be the first one to do that. That's awesome. And if you end up with 2 of those, combine them later because 2 of you take the initiative and do it. Combine them, and you can erase one later. No worries. It's better to have 2 than 0, okay? Next, add your info to the student contact info form, and then email your group, right? Reach out. Even if they're not all on there yet, again, you can go to the email server for WCPSS and just type their names in, and it will pull up their emails on that. So email them. Check to see if you've gotten one from them first, but then introduce yourself. Let your group members know that you copied that contact info form. Ask them to fill it out. Copy your STEM mentor teacher on there so that they see that you're emailing it and you're reaching out and you're talking. That'll be a great way to get that going. And then plan that first meeting, okay? And you can just start talking to your group members, see who's in your group, figure out how you want to handle this. The best way to go about collaborating, because this is going to be largely, and it always is, it's not just because it's virtual, on y'all to collaborate and plan these meetings. And then you don't have to actually complete the intro activity at your first meeting, but do make sure you get it done by the 2nd of March, please. So that covers pretty much everything. If there are questions, please let me know, but you've also got STEM mentor teachers now and a lot of people that can help you out. So I hope this is helpful, and I look forward to seeing what y'all can come up with.